standing here with Miss Debra Martin Chase. Thank you so much, first of all, for paving the way for so many of us. You have just blown the trail out. Talk to me a little bit about the industry and how it's changed from when you first stepped foot.
Well, I have reflected upon this a lot in connection with this award. And listen, there's a lot more to be done. We need to have greater diversity in the executive suites at the film companies and behind the camera in particular. However, when I first started in this business, and I have a law degree, and I'm not an insubstantial person, right. But honestly, I would walk in a room and people would assume that I was the secretary. Wow. It was like that total disconnect. They just would not go to the place that I was an executive, and it was also important in the beginning for me to prove that somebody who looked like me could be a producer of major movies, right. Because it really hadn't been done before. So that's changed obviously tremendously.
Okay. What's my next question is, what do you think African American women who are interested in having a leadership role in this business, what do they need to do to get to your level? Because everybody thinks because of new media that they can take some sort of shortcut and become Debra Martin Chase and take a shortcut and be Angela Bassett, and there's
no shortcut.
They don't get it.
Listen, every now and then someone gets extremely lucky and they come out of the box with something, but at the end of the day, this is a game of longevity.
Okay.
And so you have to, I always say, you have to learn your craft, and you have to have the experiences that give you the wisdom so that you can stay in the game, because you're going to have ups and you're going to have downs, and you have to have the confidence and the skills to pick yourself back up and keep going.
Okay. I read an interview or watched an interview with you where you made it a point that your agent not just pitched you for African American projects, but for projects that, of course, are open to a wider audience. When was it that you decided that, what, I need to broaden my canon?
I had been, it was, I had a couple of movies under my belt.
Okay.
And I realized, and you look around, and I got every African American project and that came into town.
Okay.
And I was like, and I went on a campaign with my agency, and I said, look, you need to send me what you send the white guys. Right. Like, why aren't you sending this to me?
And that's how Princess Diaries was born,
yeah,
correct?
Exactly. Okay. That's exactly right. And so something came in, and they were like, okay, it was right after I did Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Okay. So they said, well, this might be in your wheelhouse. But, I had to really actively expand people's horizons.
Okay. Well, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm thrilled to be on it tonight.
So well deserved. What does this night mean to this industry, African American Film Critics Awards, where we're so kind of boxed out of some of the other award shows?
To me, this is about the Black Hollywood community coming together, and I think that we need to support each other much more than we do, because we're on standing on each other's shoulders, and if we don't help raise people up and support them and help them, find jobs and everything else, we're not helping ourselves, because someone else's success only makes it better for all of us.
Your success is my success. Why do you think we're so afraid? Why do you think some people are there's such a large level of trepidation to invite someone in and say, what, I'm going to mentor this person. I'm going to take this young person under my wing. Why
Hollywood, this is an inherently insecure business. And so, and it's intensely competitive, and people get caught up in it, and they get isolated, and they think, there's only going to be one, and so I can't help anybody else because they might take my spot. It's not the way to look at it, because success begets more success.
Right.
And the more people that succeed, the more doors are open for everybody.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ms. Chase.